Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Just look at it. Look at how fantastic that is. Imagine it filled with houses and 50 people doing their day-to-day things in order to keep themselves alive while the universe slowly envelops upon the land. What the hell is going on with the view distance right there? Doesn't really matter. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Innkeeper. Today we're playing some Timber and Stone, Land of Islay. Season 3, that's pretty fantastic. As you can see, the castle still underway. I've got a feeling, though. I've got a feeling that we should be nearly there. Not too much left to do other than all the random inside bits. Well, those bits later on. But at the moment, we want to focus on the outside. As you can see right at the top right here. I have a feeling I might be just going crazy, but we might be able to get it done in today's session. Ladies and gentlemen, I feel like all the inside stuff we can do in a live stream or something like that, along with the walls right here. You know, small things. Don't need to worry about it too much. I haven't actually checked to see if we were getting attacked at all. This is usually the first thing I do, you know, peace of mind when playing some Timber and Stone. It's probably a good idea to exercise that peace of mind. Looks like there's a dead spider right there. There's not been a few spiders spawning or anything like that. Tell you what. There is just some sort of sleeping gathering going on right now between the inhabitants of the Land of Islay, which we haven't actually called this town anything. We just called it Islay. We just called it the Land of Islay. The land is Islay, but what's the town? Is the town like Islaydom? I'm not just sure. I feel like we need to incorporate some sort of word with Islay in order to make a beautiful sounding town. Also, Merv, what are you doing there? He's eating clothes. No. Away from there. I know you want to go back to your clove-eating days, back in the secret room. We're not going back over there. We've got things to do. We've got to make some jumps. It looks like there's some sort of head crab on Samuel's face right there. That is quite scary to look at. Something from Alien or Aliens right there, which is the sequel to the Alien film. Yeah, they were lazy and said, "What are we going to call it, Bob? We'll call it Aliens." No. It's quite humorous. It's quite humorous, really. We created a bridge, and I moved this sort of stairway, well, 1 block to the left. I think it looks better. It's going to look weird no matter what direction we put it, but I think it looks less weird if it's actually aligned perfectly with the middle section right here. Just feels like it makes a lot more sense in my mind. I'm also going blind today. I usually play the game with the Minecraft build in the background on one of my monitors. I'm not doing it today because I feel like I have the words that exists that I can't think of right now. Confidence, that's it, in order to construct this without any guidelines. We've been doing a pretty good job so far, but that's with guidelines. There we go. Let's get underway. I feel like we have the appropriate number of resources in order to get a decent amount done. Hopefully we'll be able to create more resources during the session today. We need to work on this center stage. And we also need to get some crenellations done on the inside there. I've done some crenellations over here, as you can see on the back layer. It looks a bit messy, and I'm still going to get this bit done. For some reason, they're not making the scaffolding for this part of the build. They are just completely neglecting it. Well, yeah, they're just completely neglecting the idea that scaffolding can exist in this part of the map. I do not know why, but they are doing that. So there we go. Let's see if that bit works. That might do it. Oh, looks like... Nope. Is that gonna... Oh, there's some builders coming along. Looks like now they're actually paying attention. Very strange why they weren't before. We need to get some of the crenellations done, however, just to make sure the front is actually going to look fairly decent. How are we going to get that started, actually? That is a good point. There's quite a lot left to really do here. I'm still, like, working hard on those S's. They are still quite, unfortunately, emphasized, which is a pain in my arse. We need to get rid of the scaffolding right here. This is going to be really awkward to do with this doorway. I did not future-proof this very well, so this is going to end up being quite the eyesore, I feel. To the point where I feel it might be a better idea just to put some crenellations on the top right here and leave it as it is. The only problem with that is that it will look sort of shapeless at the front, which I don't like the idea of. It also reminds me, I've not made a backup for this in ages. I usually remember to make a backup save after each session, but it must be like a month, 2 months ago since I made a backup. That is really bad. What if it corrupts? Then I'm fucked. I have to make the whole thing all over again. That'd be awful. We've still got some mining going on. I'm not sure where to start today. I'm not going to lie. Well, are we finished over here? Okay, we're making some of the scaffolding. Why are you completely neglecting this part of our wall? They do not want to do the scaffolding on this bit for some reason. I'm not too sure why that is. Right, let's get rid of this bit completely. Maybe they're just scared. Right, there we go. You going to do it now? There we go. They were confused. Also, for some reason, they're completely neglecting to actually mine up the blocks at the top right here. Maybe they can't get up. Oh, yeah. This has happened again. Okay. So they can't actually get up because there's a bit of scaffolding that's incorrectly placed. Good thing I noticed that before. Good eye, Innkeeper. Good eye. Let's get that connected. Once again, sounds really... Oh, bloody hell. This is awkward. This is really awkward at this position. There we go. And then we can go up like this. And then we can go up like that. There we go. Now we should be able to get this castle top part finished off so it looks a little less weird. Where the hell am I going? Where was I there? That was very strange. Let's get rid of this scaffolding. It's going to be in the way. And I'm just going to make this and we'll see what it looks like. Hopefully it doesn't look weird. We're going to have a doorway there anyway. So we just need to make sure we don't cover it completely. By that I mean just putting some of these castle bricks along like this. Oh, you see, this is why this is awkward. Because it's going at an angle, but just such a random one. That it just doesn't make any sense. It has to be like this. It has to be poking out appropriately. As such. I think I like the idea of it poking out like this, though. Yeah, I think that looks quite nice. And then we want to do the same here. Right along here, I think is where we make the next bit. And then we'll just have to sort of work around this middle section, or the corner. I think we just ignore it, to be honest. So we'll have it go up. We can go ahead and pretty much just do this. There we are. Do we want to do that? Or do we want it to sort of hook up like this? I feel like it makes sense to not have it hook up in the middle. Although we can do that instead. Which I think doesn't really look... No, yeah, that's alright. I think that would work out. It's meant to be sort of on the corner bits like this anyway. So really, we should be fine. I think this part, though, needs to sort of stretch out a little more. Like this. There we are. And then we could just have this entire bit connected like that. Get rid of that section. It probably makes this bit look a little bit out of place in comparison to this part of the wall. But maybe we need that. Maybe we need that out of placelessness. That's definitely what I was trying to say there. I feel like it's going to work out. Let's go along here as well. And we pretty much know where we're going with this now. So we should just unpause it so that our whelps can continue to build. That's right, I called them whelps. I don't care, I'm not afraid. Let's make sure it's not on any of the stone on the other side as well. And then along here, it should do the same thing. But cut it on that bit. And then it should go all the way to that part there. So there we go, fairly simple. We can get the crenellations sorted out after they constructed this entire bit in the center. And it's just to add a little bit of extra detail. Like I said, the unfortunate thing about my castle at the moment is the lack of variety when it comes to the wall blocks. It just looks weird. That bit looks weird as well. We need to sort that out. Why does that look so off? I mean, it doesn't help that we got this part for some reason stretched up. Oh, mine block, there we go. We just need to get rid of those bits by the looks of things. Quite like them though. Yeah, hold on a second. I actually quite like those. It's a nice addition. It makes it look a lot thicker. A lot stronger as well. I think we keep that. We do the same on the other side. There we go. And then we can just do the same here. This doesn't cover the doorway, right? Nope, doesn't cover the doorway. That is all good. Go along like this. There we are. While they're screwing around with all this stuff, we could probably extend the gate, or the tower right here, by an extra block. It needs to be 24 blocks high, which is why I feel like we need to expand both of these by 2 blocks and then start to work on the center. In fact, there's no reason why we shouldn't just do all of it. Other than, of course, they might start to clog up the AI a little bit when it comes to sharing tasks and trying to order each other on what they should just be specifically working on. Boss, I don't know what I'm doing, boss. Also, I need to try and rearrange this so it actually makes sense. It needs to make sure these go up by 2 blocks. Same with this part, this side right here. But there needs to be a doorway, and it always goes out by 2 blocks, which means it should be stretching out to along here anyway. Are we going to go out by 1 extra block? We should be soon. So really, the way this works is quite awkward. But I think it's, I wouldn't say simple, but we'll just have to work around doing it like this. And then we can just have a, well, we'll just make sure this actually goes along appropriately so that we can actually properly line up this doorway. So it looks like it's a part of the tower, but maybe just a bit sticking out. It won't work actually, but still. It'll seem, we'll see what it looks like. I think that's the best thing we can really do. Let's get some more scaffolding installed. Let's go to our objects. Still, no, that's storage. We're at a completely different location. I keep getting those mixed up. Still getting used to the new system. I've got the Season 2. Well, not Season 2. 1.5.2. Just engraved into my mind. I can't really get it out of my mind. Let's get these 2 down. Just so they don't get stuck. These 2 are a little bit awkwardly placed and they can't get back up anyway, so we need someone to work on the scaffolding. What's it look like along here? Looks like they can't actually get up to these layers, so we need to make some scaffolding along here. And for some reason they're ignoring this bit completely, probably because there is some brick here that we need to install. There we go. As for scaffolding, we do need just sort of little bits of scaffolding on all these points, just so they can get them all installed. Same along here. And yep, should be all good. Excuse me. There we are. They're working on it now. How are they all going on the top? They're all quite stuck right now, which isn't great. We need to extend the castle brick pylon right here by a significant amount. We haven't really used too much stone right now, so I'm not worrying. But I feel like the end is nigh. You know, eventually all of our stone is just going to go to a complete halt. Well, our brick, not our stone. Our stone seems to be fine. We're nearing 7k. That's probably more than enough to use up enough flat stone in order to make the second, well, actually the 3rd floor on our castle, which I'm really looking forward to see, because it should hopefully make it look a lot more like a castle, followed by the 2 towers as well that should hopefully emphasize that fact. It's pretty good. It's pretty good right now. I'm paying attention. I'm keeping my eye on any enemies that could have spawned. Looks like we're good right now. I need to get to work on actually guarding this back entrance. I reckon I should be able to just put a wall across here instead of fences. It probably makes a lot more sense, just so they can't get in or out. No one gets out. Specifically so that no one can get out. There we are, they're working on this part. Now, as you can see right here, looks a bit weird, but eventually, well, we can have a doorway right here, so it should work out. So if we go across like this, there we go. This is free up, yep, free across. Beautiful. So now we can have a proper doorway right here, and it should look rather nice. But now what we do is we pretty much just ignore this bit completely. Ignore this bit, not egg it. We're not going to ignore it. We're just going to ignore it completely by just doing that. There we go. That's basically what we do. Simple way of dealing with it. We'll just do this bit for now, just see what it looks like. But that is what we're going to do. And it might look a bit strange, but it does feel like it's meant to connect. It's unfortunate, really, because I was hoping for it to go one more on the right, but I just didn't think about the fact that it was going to expand. Or both of them were going to expand, so it was just poor planning on my part. How far up are we until we get to the top? I really need to have designations installed. There we go. That's good for us. And looks like this tower's gone up a significant amount. The crenellations on this side. It does help, I feel, just to show off a little bit more on the sides of the castle, make it look a little bit more busy. It is a shame, really, because I should really put a doorway right. I think I was going to do that anyway. Yeah, I should have put a doorway here. I should get that done now, in fact. I should just mine this bit out. And same here. And then we could just sort of keep it like that, really. Just keep the doorway inside, and it should look rather nice. We should get rid of this bit as well. bit awkward. We should get some scaffolding installed just so that the miner can actually reach up to the top castle brick right there. Can they not reach? No, they can't reach it. As for these sides, all good for us. We need to get the crenellations installed. Oh, don't want to mine that bit. There we are. Mine all that bit up. Mine all the stuff up. And that's, you know, we're basically going into building mode. I'm just saying a lot of very simple things. Saying the same thing over and over again. To just sort of clear up the monotony of the darkness. Which really doesn't make much sense because there's some nice soothing music in the background in order to, well, it's used to chill everyone down. Because otherwise, for me anyway, it's just complete darkness. Not darkness, silence. I can't hear anything other than the occasional banging of buildings and construction going on. You know, it's not the best thing to listen to. And also, you occasionally listen to me enjoying a beverage. Water. Always. Always water. Unless I feel like treating myself. In which case, I usually have a bad throat by the end of it. That's pretty much the case. It's not great. But at the same time, pretty great. Crenellations. Next on this part of the castle. These two front bits right here. This long part right here. Previously, there was a roof on this side of the castle. Some sort of arch that went along and connected to this wall. I don't think I really want to do that because it just doesn't make sense for the castle. So just normal crenellations, make it look busy. I feel like the center of the castle just needs these double crenellations. We can keep this bit as just one long line. Or maybe we want to go for the 2 lines because once again, it does make it look a little bit stronger. Which is what I like about it. But at the same time, it feels like it's just meant to be the front part of the castle is meant to have that kind of feature. Eventually, when we compare both of them together, we'll probably think to ourselves, yeah, let's just make sure that this part of the castle also has a double thickness on the wall right there, where the crenellations are supposed to go. Let's go up here. And there you are. It pretty much ignores this bit and continues to construct as a normal castle. It might look weird, but normal castles usually have these kinds of mistakes anyway. So if anything, it's authentic. So I like that. That's my excuse. That is my excuse, and I will live. I will live for that excuse. Unfortunately, I didn't actually calculate this bit, which means I might need to look at the build. Oh, I'm looking through my notes. Where the hell is my... Where are my notes? Where are my notes, guys? Where are they? Oh, there we go. Did I write that down? I didn't. Okay, that's great. That is fantastic. I'm going to have to assume, ladies and gentlemen, we'll just make sure we get the job done right. There we go. At this point on is basically what comes up into our minds. I can't remember what I did for the back here. This is bad. This is really bad because I created the castle on Minecraft for one specific reason, which was to make sure I don't fuck up on timber and stone. That was basically it. So tell you what, I'm going to go double check. And we are back. Pretty much, it's nothing too crazy. That is all good. I did think that all you had to really do was, well, what I planned was to go up by 3 extra blocks and pretty much do the same thing as what I've done with these layers right here, which is just to have a normal wall going on and all that crazy stuff. But it's meant to look a little bit more fortified than these layers right here, which is what makes it hopefully look a little bit more like a castle. Now, we're getting dangerously close to our height marker right here. We want to make sure this castle reaches the very peak of our limit right there, which should be pretty fantastic. I'm looking forward to seeing that in full fruition. Are these guys getting up and down? Yeah, they seem to know where they're going, which is good to see. Also, some of you may have noticed that I probably sound a little bit nasally. I think a cold is coming along. I'm not too sure, which is a bit weird. Not really a cold, but some sort of illness that is affecting the sinuses. It's not great. I don't have my sinuses. I don't, you know, maybe. I'm not too sure. Not really the kind of thing I usually experience. I don't usually get ill, says the person that might currently be ill. But then again, I said usually ill, so, you know, I could still get ill. It's just not something not something that happens often. Although when it does, it's usually really bad. Mostly because I don't get ill very often. So there you go. I guess that's just a thing, really. We'll deal with that. I'm not just sure. Maybe I've got some sort of ancestral thing going on right there. Maybe my descendants were created. Well, maybe they were just born to not have any real allergies. So there we go. Probably it. I'm trying to come up with some sort of topic. I'm not too sure what really. I'm focusing more on the castle today. I want to make sure we get at least most of it done. These guys are stuck right now. There's just some sort of conga line going on. Come on, guys! One by one. Neria, Frel, get down from there. Samuel, I remember you being... I'm keeping an eye on Samuel. I'm not too sure if she has some sort of parasite inside of her. Ever since the spider face-hugging incident that we saw previously in today's session. No enemies to be seen on the map. No spiders either, which is quite weird. You usually see a bunch of spiders. Maybe we're dead already. Maybe the matriarch has already taken over. Oh my god. There might be some sort of hypno toad, but in spider form. Also known as the matriarch. Then what the hell are you guys? Alright, yeah, I didn't actually finish off selecting the castle brick right there. There we go. I don't think they'll be able to actually do much with that layer right here, so we need to get some more utility, get some more scaffolding installed. There we are. So much stuttering today. It's annoying. So I just need to get some hair. It sounds really awful. Right, how the hell am I going to start off with this? I really don't know, but I've got to make sure that we have some of the crenellations now all sorted out. Once again, it's going to look really weird on these two sides. We'll deal with it. Let's get the walls. Let's get the castle brick. Let's get this thing started. Oh, did I not select anything there? Nope. Looks like we're good. Alrighty then. So let's make sure we get this sorted out correctly. I did not properly count how far away these extra towers are meant to go, but it looks like we'll just have to wing it. I don't mind doing that. Let's see. If we get an extra bit right there, make sure the stairway is 4 blocks across. 4 blocks across or 3 blocks? These ones are 3 across, so you know what? We're going to go for 3. We're going to have it right here. Let's make sure it's on the other side. There we are. So right there. We'll have this go along like this. And getting this front bit done is going to be a little bit awkward. But we should be alright. The walls along here as well need to be connected. I'm not sure if I really want to bother with this corner. But you know what? Yeah, I will. I will go for it. I want to make sure these 2 towers right here are as disconnected from this main bit as possible. So they look like they serve their own sort of mini purpose. And they're not necessarily connected to the top part of this castle. They are just on the back. Just in case we get any people trying to jump through the hole. That's basically it. It's a game of Quidditch, really. You just make sure that they don't throw anything for the hole. I can't remember all the names and fancy stuff. I don't pay attention to that stuff. Okay, I'm just there for the effects. Okay, I'm just there for the effects. Put my hands up right now. There for the effects. Played it for the story. Sure. That's the opposite of what I meant there. Let's get the roof tiles so we can actually start making the stair. Which I forgot what it was called for a second then. It's a normal thing. It's normal. Perfectly normal. Don't you worry about that. These walls have to go up by 3 blocks from what I've seen. We need to get some scaffolding done. We'll make sure they get all this stuff done first before we continue to build on that side. Make sure this goes up by an extra 2 blocks. Same with this part right here. There we go. You all seem to be a little bit stuck. I'm just saying, you want to watch out. Keep your eye open there, Mickey. Let's make sure this bit's not done. Just so that I can get this little bit out the way with, since some of these people already seem a little bit stuck. Alright, let's get some scaffolding ready, since we're definitely going to need it. Let's get it on either side, just so that we can have multiple ways to get up to these locations. Now, we are going to have another overhang area right here. The pillars are probably going to start about this point. Does it need to be further in? So we've got 4 here and 4 here. So these are where the pillars are going to start on this part of our building. Similar to what we have right here, but it's going to be a little bit more open plan. It's not going to have a wall right here to cover up this section. It's just going to be 2 pillars. I feel like they need to be a bit closer, though. Something about that just doesn't... Maybe I just need to live with it. Maybe I do. Maybe I just need to live with it. They were like that. It's a pretty big connector, I feel. So maybe we don't need to worry about it too much. We're going to see. We are definitely going to see. It's not going to look exactly what it... it's not going to look exactly the same as the Minecraft copy. I am hoping to show a little copy of the final construction as sort of the Minecraft image compared to the timber and stone one. I think the timber and stone one looks better just because the game... I'm not using a texture pack, I'm using default Minecraft, so default Minecraft just doesn't look really good in general, really. Which I guess is a bit biased towards the timber and stone style. But oh well. Well, not biased. It's giving them an advantage, but also I haven't really done as much detail to the Minecraft castle just because it's meant to be sort of... It's meant to make sure that it will work. So we'll leave it at that for now. And we'll continue with our creation. So it looks like a flat wall right now, but don't you worry about that. Eventually it should have some crenellations installed just to make it, well, just to brighten it up a little bit more. Make sure it's got a little bit more detail. It looks like we've finished off with this castle right here, so it looks a lot better right now. It just looks, it does look nicer. It's meant to look like a proper tower now. I appreciate that. And I'm glad we actually went and mined that up. And actually connected it as well, so people can get up and down this castle tower. Let's make sure we're not getting attacked again. Also, how's our mine going? Oh yeah, we're doing a good job. We could probably get some hay in here now. But more mining is probably required. What's our current situation? We are running low on stone very quickly. It makes sense. Our mining situation, we don't need anyone mining right now. We just need the people to go from the mining class into all the other ones. Like, we need probably an extra stonemason. That would be a good idea. Or maybe there's two right here. We've got 2 miners. So you know what? Let's get 2 extra stonemasons. I feel that's a good idea. And then this other miner can be turned into a builder. Like so. Oh, you know, Claire, you're just a level 20 stonemason as well. Go on then. Go on then. As for you, you can be a builder. And you 2 miners can probably stay the same just to clear up any mistakes. You know what? We'll make sure we only have 1 miner. We only need 1 anyway. So let's see a builder right here. And another miner. Turned into a builder. We'll leave the other miner, like I said, just to make sure we get rid of any mistakes when they inevitably occur. Spiral staircase up here is inevitably, well, eventually going to be a thing, saying inevitably a lot, so I'm trying to differentiate, trying to use diversity. Well, trying to diversify my words. I don't think that's the right word as well. Bloody hell. I am just screwing up today. Something weird about today. I don't feel too talkative. I just want to get this stuff done. It's weird. It's very annoying when I get those days. It's usually sort of... It's just a random thing. Just a random thing. It's Monday, though. And... just, you know, I want to get this castle done. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be a good thing. Do apologize right now. Commentary. Maybe lackluster in comparison to what you're used to. You know, high quality stuff from the Innkeeper. That's just life, I'm afraid. That is just life. Let's make sure we get the... Not the roof, the roofing. No, yeah, I meant the roofing. There we go. And we don't want, like, 11,000 roofing done. Or roofs installed. That would be a bad thing. Too expensive, really. Let's make sure we get all the stairways installed. I would really love, in the future, to see some proper stairways. If that ever happens, we can still use this save if it's still compatible. Which I really hope it is. Then we should be in a good spot. Our lumber is pretty much good to go at the back right here. We can cut down our tree farm. Make sure we set it to mature. Don't want to get rid of all of them. Not paid too much attention to our farm lately. It feels so long ago since we created these farmhouses. It's a beautiful watermill right here, which I still just forget about sometimes. And look at it and just realize, yeah, that's fantastic. But also a little while ago. This was created in a live stream, which was also a little while ago. I'm not sure if this was the last live... No, the last one was the walls. I think it was the walls, anyway. Something tells me it was. I remember creating the road, actually. That doesn't feel too long ago now. I'm getting nostalgic. That's what's happening. Nothing along here. Oh, no. We have an absolutely ridiculous amount of wolves. Or that, or they're just all scattered. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 wolves. Wait, I felt like I miscounted there. No, I'm all good. 8 wolves. on the northern side of our building right here. Oh, not our building, of the world. The land of Islay. I can't have that. That is awful. We're going to go ahead and get our soldiers to move in. Start slaying us some wolves.